I suppose for 20 years we have devoted Martin Luther King weekend to a focus on racial harmony and racial diversity at Bethlehem Baptist Church. They've continued it on even after I was finished as the lead pastor. Let me just say a word about what that means, why we do that. When we do that, when we focus on racial harmony and racial diversity, or ethnic harmony and ethnic diversity, we're not focusing on the theological framework of Martin Luther King. We're not focusing on the ideological or political framework of Martin Luther King. We're not even focusing on the spiritual and moral framework of Martin Luther King. That's not what's going on. We're taking this moment in our cultural life as a focus point because Martin Luther King became, in his life and in his death, a flashpoint for a transformation that was needed in American culture, needed in the American church that I was a part of in Greenville, South Carolina, needed in human hearts like mine. He was the embodiment and the explosive moment that made crystal clear what has to change in the culture, in the church, in this person's life, and I think millions of others like me. That's the first meaning of doing it on that weekend. And the second meaning is he became a voice of blood crying from the ground like Abel's blood, crying from the ground for 1,000 lynchings, 10,000 indignities. It was a voice representing blood from the ground. So you take the transformation flashpoint and you take the voice and you say, this is a good moment for our church to think about these things. And then you take your beautiful, biblical, God-centered theology and pour it in to your burden for whatever the situation is that year. Whatever's going on in the American culture, in your city, in your church, and you know the need is great. I don't care if you live in a little town that is completely homogeneous when it comes to ethnicity. The need of the hearts of your people to be expansive and welcoming is great. And what we all know is that Christ died. He died to ransom a people for God from every tribe and tongue and people and nation. This is not a narrow ethnic cultural issue in America, as though that were narrow. This is a global issue around the world, and it's all about exalting Jesus Christ for the sake of the beauty of his saving work in a diverse and harmonious body.